Hello everybody. So today we're going to look at earthquake magnitude scales. We have the link for the reading. We have the practice questions, and it's all going to be in the post that says earthquake magnitude scales. So earthquake magnitude scales have changed over time. So they started off by measuring intensity. So they would measure what people felt and saw. So they'd measure what people felt as far as, not as far as feelings, but as far as the shaking of the ground and then the damage that was done to buildings. Now, the Mercalli intensity scale had a few problems. So the damage from an earthquake is going to be affected by the type of ground a building sits on. And then different people are going to have interpret an earthquake differently. So they were unable to make good comparisons between earthquakes, and they needed a new scale. So next, they measured magnitude. So Charles Richter developed the Richter magnitude scale in 1935. It measures the magnitude of an earthquake's largest jolt of energy. Now, this is a little misleading because the single sharp jolt is going to measure higher on the Richter scale than the long, intense earthquake. So earthquakes that release more energy do more damage. And throughout the quake, they're going to release more energy the longer the quake is. All right. The Richter scale is a little bit difficult to interpret, but the height of the largest wave increases 10 times with each level. So the height of the largest seismic wave of a magnitude 5 quake is 10 times that of a magnitude 4. So it increases by 10 times with each level. All right, so a 5 would be 100 times that of a magnitude 3. And with each level, there's 30 times more energy is going to be released. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. And then after the Richter scale, they made the moment magnitude scale. Okay, this is the most favored method because it measures the total energy released by an earthquake, which is the most helpful. If you just do the most energetic jolt, it's not going to give you a good measure of the earthquake and all the energy released. So moment magnitude is calculated using the length of the fault break and then the distance the ground moves along the fault. Okay. Japan's massive earthquake in 2011 had a magnitude of 9.0. So hopefully this all makes sense. I know it gets a little tricky in interpreting the scales, but make sure you finish your questions and turn them into me.